Hi, welcome back, Cancer Sun Sign and Cancer Rising. Stand by for your August 2015 general forecast. Cancer. August begins with the Sun transiting your second house of money, income, possessions, and values. Jupiter is still in this house and conjoins the Sun until the 11th. This is the last time Jupiter will be in your second house for another 12 years. This is considered one of the most generous transits. Hopefully, you have taken advantage of this marvelous transit. On the 11th, Jupiter moves into your third house, the sign of Virgo. Jupiter in the third house places an emphasis on teaching, learning, writing, travel, and communication. You are able to comprehend complex subjects now and explain them in such a way that others can easily understand. Opportunities for travel or advanced study may present themselves. This may very well be a good time to learn a foreign language or to take up a course over the internet. You may decide to buy a new car. There can be benefits through visits, short trips, messages, emails, or contacts with siblings, kin, and neighbors. Some sort of positive news or announcements may very well accompany this placement of Jupiter. Students of all ages do well in school during this transit. If you are an author, you should find it easy to write and to get your work published. If you work in commerce, your sales can be especially strong. In cases of scientific research, you could gather important information that advances your research. Going back to the Sun transit in your second house, this is an excellent time to assume leadership roles in business and financial activity. Money is many times used during this phase for personal status and social distinction. On the 21st, beware of the square between Sun and Saturn. This affects your second house and fifth house. Be aware of rigid or authoritarian attitudes. There could be problems of lower vitality, fatigue, and even depression. This aspect should only last a day or two and can affect finances, personal values, and love affairs, creativity, and children. On the 23rd, the Sun moves into the sign of Virgo and joins Jupiter in your third house. There can be harmonious and beneficial communications with sisters, brothers, neighbors, and involving short-distance travels. Venus is retrograde in your second house, the sign of Leo, until September 5th. Venus also squares Saturn on the 4th. There could be some seriousness in love affairs and in regards to finances with Venus being in your second house and Saturn in your fifth house. Beware of a wet blanket over your love bubble. Older or more mature people may seem more interesting during this Venus retrograde period. More structure and seriousness imposed on relationships, especially those involving romance, can mean more stability and commitment. Relationships from the past may reappear. This is not the best time for beauty treatments, cosmetic surgery, or redecorating the home. You should hold off on the purchases of clothing, jewelry, or changing your makeup or hairstyle. Again, Venus goes direct on September 5th. While we have touched on the planet Saturn, this planet will be going direct on the 2nd and headed back into the sign of Sagittarius, your sixth house. Saturn will re-enter your sixth house on the 16th of September and continue to bring about duty, responsibility, and seriousness to the workplace. This year, you may be required to take on new obligations on the job. Longer work hours are possible. Try not to let the affairs of co-workers burden you in some way. Success comes as a result of your diligence, persistence, and hard work. You should stay on top of any health difficulties related to falls, collisions, obstruction, the teeth, bones, joints, or the skin. Mercury moves into the sign of Virgo on the 7th. This is your third house, and this is a good time for expressing your thoughts to yourself and for communicating them to others. Mercury rules the sign of Virgo and Gemini, so it will feel at home now. This increases the involvement with your everyday environment and closest kin. Mars starts transiting your second house on the 9th and remains for the entire month. Until the 23rd, the Mars and Sun combination in your second house brings about ambition and initiative in business and professional affairs. Decisive action can be taken in your second house affairs of earned money. Make use of this aspect, but watch over spending. The new moon on the 14th is in the sign of Leo, your second house. Again, over the next couple of weeks, this is a fertile time for family and domestic finances, purchases for the home, and real estate concerns. New financial transactions may begin at this time, and women may play a significant role in financial and business affairs. On the 29th, the full moon is in the sign of Pisces, your ninth house of politics, philosophy, religion, and long-distance travel. The full moon marks the start of a 2-week period of closure that can be applied to issues in your life that have run its course. This full moon is a time for celebrating your accomplishments. There could be a completion in regards to educational, religious, or cultural institution or affairs. This may involve a woman or females. Because this full moon features 2 favorable links between the Sun and lucky Jupiter and the Moon and Neptune, this could be a week when your dreams really do come true. Your lucky days of the month, Cancer, are the 2nd, 3rd, 10th, 11th, 20th, and 21st. This completes Cancer August 2015 General Forecast. Thank you for returning, liking, and subscribing to Dawn's Astrological Vision. And for the month of August, I am offering free natal charts, compatibility charts, and solar return charts for the year 2015. Contact Dawn at Felicia, Felicia, 48223 at gmail.com. Cancer, have a wonderful month. Bye. See you later. Bye.